Did you know you can actually train yourself to have faster hands in pickleball? In this video, we're going to be sharing 3 essential tips to developing quick reaction time and fast hands. And we're going to share a secret drill that pros use to get some of the fastest hands on the pickleball court.
And be sure to stay to the end because we're giving away $1,000 worth of Selkirk store credit, split evenly between 5 lucky winners. Stay to the end to figure out how to enter.
Let's get into it. The first essential tip to developing fast hands at the kitchen line has to do with making sure you come back to the ready position in between every shot. One of the biggest mistakes I'll see is somebody will hit a volley and then they'll drop their paddle and they're just not ready to bring it back up. So it's really important that your follow through ends with you at the ready position. There's a really easy way to practice this, and I'm going to teach you guys this drill, and it's basically volleying across the kitchen line with a partner. And what you're going to do is in between every volley, you're going to touch your paddle with a ball that's in your opposite hand. That way you practice getting your paddle back in front of you in between every shot. So as you can see, I'm touching this ball with my paddle in between every shot, and that's keeping my paddle in front of my body. Again, that's going to really help you practice having the ready position in between those volleys.
The next thing we're going to talk about when it comes to having fast hands is the importance of having a compact swing. Here's what I mean by that. A lot of people, when they're at the kitchen line and they get in these hands battles or they're volleying the ball, they take the paddle way too far back. I like to think of it like having like a concrete wall that comes out from your hips, and you never want to hit that wall. A way that people sometimes can practice this is by reaching out and keeping their paddle in front of the kitchen line when they're volleying and resetting to the ready position. So a great way to practice this, again, is to come up to the net, and you're gonna kind of use the net as a visual aid to not pull the paddle too far behind your body. So you're gonna find that ready position out in front, and your partner's gonna take a step back off of the kitchen line. What you're gonna do is you're gonna hit some consecutive volleys between the forehand and backhand, and you're gonna try to keep this rally going, making sure you don't pull the paddle too far back. So this is what it's gonna look like. So as you can see here, visually, I'm doing my best to keep this paddle in front and not bring it too far back. That is a great way to practice a short and compact swing.
This last essential tip is super important for hitting the sweet spot on the paddle, and it's making sure that you are balanced and your eye level stays at the same point. A lot of people will think that power on a volley comes from a big swing, but that's actually not true. Power will come from hitting the right spot on the paddle, the sweet spot on the paddle. So keeping your head still and your eye level still is essential to hitting that sweet spot every single time. So make it your goal to stay low and keep your head at the same level as you volley back and forth. I'm going to show you guys a quick way to practice this at home. So what you want to get is a cone and a ball, and to help you practice this, I like to balance the ball on top of the cone. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have my partner across from me at the kitchen line, and we're going to volley back and forth. Now I'm going to want to make sure I stay really still so I don't knock the cone off by bouncing or anything like that in between volleys. Okay, I'm going to want to keep myself really still because I don't want this ball to fall. So again, I'm really focusing on trying to keep everything still, compact, and not let that ball fall off the cone. This is a really great way to help kind of eliminate unnecessary movements and make sure that your volleys still stay really compact and your eye levels at the same spot. So now I'm going to share my favorite drill that's going to help you practice having fast hands. This is called the popcorn volley drill. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your partner across from you at the kitchen line. I want you to kind of warm up with a few volleys, and this is where we get into the fun. So after you guys have warmed up a few volleys, I'm going to have both of you take 2 steps into the kitchen. Yes, I know this is illegal. That's kind of what makes this drill fun. Now that we're really, really close up, we're gonna start to volley back and forth. The goal is to get 30 in a row without dropping it. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of what it looks like. Now the whole point of this drill is to be cooperative because again, you're trying to get 30 volleys in a row. If you miss one or you let it bounce, you go ahead and you start from 0. Once you get 30 in a row, you're gonna go ahead and take a step back. You're gonna notice that as you take steps back, that the volleys feel a lot slower and you're able to handle them more. Again, you're gonna wanna get 30 in a row here. After you get 30, you're gonna both take a step back behind the kitchen line, and you're gonna notice that these volleys actually feel way easier and slower because you've been used to hitting those volleys very close up. This is one of my favorite drills to practice, and it's especially good to do this before a tournament because your hands are gonna feel lightning fast. Thanks so much for watching this video, and make sure you like and subscribe to the PlayPickleball.com YouTube channel.
And as we mentioned in the beginning of the video, we're giving away $1,000 worth of Selkirk store credit, split evenly between 5 lucky winners. To enter, click this link. You can also find this link in the description below. We'll see you on the next one.